So did you know that Jackie Robinson, Tina Turner, Ray Charles all stayed at the same hotel when they stopped in the Triad? The Magnolia House in Greensboro once hosted some of the most famous African-American stars in the country.
And now you can learn about that history just by ordering some delicious soul food. Fox 8 foodie Shannon Smith joins us with that story.
Yeah, during segregation, even famous black people could not stay in whites-only hotels. So when they traveled to Greensboro, they all stayed and dined at the Magnolia House.
The owner of the historic Magnolia House wants to bring life back to the building. She believes the spirit here never left.
There's so much soul in these walls and all this history.
In the late 40s and 50s, the home served as a hotel, one of the Green Book's top listed stops in North Carolina.
The Green Book, essentially, it was what I call the yellow pages for African Americans who were traveling during the Jim Crow era. So it really listed all of the safe places that blacks could go.
And the famous guest brought soul with them. We're talking Ike and Tina Turner, Ray Charles, and James Brown.
Louis Armstrong, Ruth Brown. I mean, it's a who's who of African-American stars.
It is.
After desegregation, the hotel closed and eventually sat empty until Natalie Passmiller's father bought it. The family spent the last 20 years restoring it to its Green Book days, hoping to share history with the community. Then COVID-19 put all that on pause.
That's what gave birth to our shoebox lunches as our way to recreate history, which is our overall mission.
Back during the time of the Green Book, when African Americans traveled, they packed lunch in a shoebox just in case there wasn't a safe place to stop and eat.
When they didn't have those shoebox lunches, they would run the risk of having to stop somewhere and, being humiliated. Even lynchings were on the table.
I can't show y'all my recipe.
So now, instead of plating the food for guests, Chef Derek Rogers packs these takeout boxes with the same soul food once served here.
I mainly cook comfort food mixed with the old recipes they had back in when they was had this place open. So it's pretty much fried chicken, fish and grits, candy yams.
He fills the Magnolia House shoebox with all those Southern favorites.
Hardest part, putting all this food in one box.
And sends them out with a side of history printed on the side of the box. Chef Derek didn't even know the stories himself until he started working here.
I had no idea of this place at first. I heard about how they used to travel with the Green Book, the trials and tribulations they had to go through back in the day, but when I came here, I pretty much picked up the book and got the full details.
Customers, of course, rave about the food.
It was absolutely delicious. I would order it every weekend if my waistline could handle it.
That is really good fried chicken.
Appreciate it. My moms would be proud.
But it's the history that seems to leave a more lasting impression.
The idea that people of color had to carry their food with them in their cars when they didn't know if there was somewhere safe to stay. So it was a lot of interesting information for our family to learn along with our lunch.
No better way than to send it to their doorstep and add a chicken wing in it, right? So there you go.
And it's a really good chicken wing, too. The Magnolia House is right across the street from Bennett College in Greensboro. Those shoebox lunches are available Thursdays through Sundays. If you want to pick it up, you can go ahead and tour the home while you are there. There are several exhibits set up for Black History Month.